Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. We're gonna react to this video from Mark Goldbridge. The title is Football is Finished. The video is very long, 17 minutes. So if you react to 17 minutes, it could be 2 hours reaction. So I'm not gonna go that far. I just wanna give a quick opinion about what he said, and the link is gonna be in the description down below so you can go and watch the original video. Let's go.
Enough is enough. They've absolutely destroyed football, and I sit here furious, angry with fans, the media and everybody else that we have allowed this to happen. Officiating in the Premier League is beyond a joke, and what we've basically been left with is this game that just doesn't make any sense anymore. Tell me in the comments if you know what a handball is. Tell me if you know what a red card is. In that FA Cup final and in the Arsenal-Wolves game last night, I saw tackles that could have been red cards, could have been penalties, and you sort of sit there and go, who knows? How is this good for football? I used to go with my dad, with granddad, watch it on the telly. I used to watch a game and know what was a handball. I knew what a red card was. I don't know anymore. So how is this for the betterment of the game of football? And
Okay, so very, very good point here. Nobody knows what offside is, what a handball is, what a penalty is. It depends on the referee on the day. He can give it or not. It's just getting too confusing. Even we have the VAR now to assist them. But we saw on Sunday, Chelsea against Manchester City, the VAR didn't even bother to call the referee and go watch on the screen. It's nothing. So there is something going on here. And we thought that with the technology now, we could have better football and not like stop every 5 minutes and make the wrong decision after checking and checking. So football really is gone the wrong way in that sense. But to say that we allow this to happen, how that has to do with us as fans.
what amazes me is, whether you're a Chelsea fan, a Liverpool fan, a Manchester United fan, an Arsenal fan, a Wolves fan, across this season, we've all been done over badly. And if you lived in a town where the PGMOL were openly pissing in the water supply, everybody would do something about it because the water you're drinking is piss and everyone would be outraged.
Okay, so I got the analogy here because they are pissing in the water and everybody, the entire village or the entire town are going to get on people who've been peeing there, right? So you got the analogy here. So why can't we, football fans, do something? So I don't know what the suggestion is. Not go to games, not buy merchandise, not watch TV, not pay subscription. What can we do in our level to try to force them do the right thing?
And yet in the football community, we are basically allowing this to happen all season and just going, what can we do about it? Well, enough is enough. And why are the mainstream quiet about it? Why are other websites quiet about it? Why are other influencers quiet about it? Because they're just chasing the bread.
All right. Yeah, so I got his point now. In the world of media and social media now, it's about money. It's about what am I going to get from this? People are hiding the truth. They don't want to touch in certain topics because it's going to hit their pocket. They want to pay their mortgage. They want to pay their car. They want to put food on the table. So basically, people are selling their soul to the devil because they have to care about their interests first. So I got his point. Because today, if you go Sky Sport or Talk Sport or whatever, they try to avoid certain topics. They're going to touch certain topics that will create just a lot of engagement. And engagement does mean more money. More clicks means more money. So it's about what is working at the moment. So they like the situation. They like the controversy without really finding solution of anything. because the more controversy, the more money, the more views you're going to have.
I've been doing Goldbridge Saves Football podcast with Will for a year, and we talk about the big things that are destroying football openly. It may have a bit of a cult following. Maybe more of you will listen to it. But we're passionate. We care. We care about this game. We care about fans. And we care, most importantly of all, about this spectacle that we love, that we've loved. I mean, I've got a book.
Okay, so I got his point now. You see, if you try to get into the field that will hit your pocket, you are not going to make money. Basically, that's what he said. If you tell the truth in this world, you're going to get punished. If you use common sense and you try to do the right thing, you're going to get hit your pocket because people don't want to hear that. People don't want to watch you because you tell the truth and you don't tell them what they want to hear. So I got the point Mark Goldbridge is trying to say here. And he also admitted in one of his podcasts, because he got like 1,000 of them, he tried to tell the truth in the podcast. But I've watched the same guy in many, many shows where he closed his eyes. He doesn't say anything because it benefits his team. Do you think that he was going to say all this if it was Manchester United getting all the benefit? I've seen the same guy, Azpilicueta, get choked, WWE'd in the box by Harry Maguire. The referee don't give a penalty. Mark Goldbridge said it wasn't a penalty in a million years. I've seen Harry Maguire knock Michy Batshuayi, the Batman, in the nut. He kicked him very, very hard. Red card all day long. What Mark Goldbridge said? No, that was just a natural reaction. I've seen Bruno Fernandes 1,000 times fake injuries in the box, get penalties before even the VAR. He was like, no. In the million years, it's not, he was fouled and he tried always to find something to defend Manchester United. But now he's the champions of the people here, but it's also benefiting him because this is the topic that people want to hear. So I really don't get what is the game here, to be honest with you.
Here, I've got a book. Where is it? So this is a book I got the other day, right? It's the complete sticker book from 1986 to 1993. My very first sticker book was 1987. I remember it vividly. You know, you've got, let me just go to some random page there. QPR, Jim Smith was the manager. David Seaman was in goal. You know, that's why I love football. That's why I love football. As a young kid, I just fell in love with it. There was no Premier League. Football in the late 80s, we didn't really have any foreign players. We didn't have the Premier League. It wasn't what it was. It was a pure time. It was a time where you were down the park playing jumpers for goalposts with your mates because you loved football. Some people were playing cricket. Some people were playing rugby. It wasn't necessarily... It was the people's game. It was the most popular game, but it wasn't the brandification that we get now. We've lost football. We lost football in 1992, and we're going to lose it again because of this new Champions League policy. But
okay, so I got his point here. Football is not the same the way it used to be years ago. Well, we have internet now. We have social media. There are always positives and also negatives about everything. So if we're going to just always refer to what used to be back in the day, it's not going to happen anymore. I think it's time for us to accommodate to what is the reality in front of us and try to improve the situation.
But the fans are the lifeblood of football. And when I look at what's going on in football at the moment, I mean, what are we actually doing? Chelsea Man City yesterday. It's the most blatant handball in the penalty box you will ever see. It's nil.
Yes, so was Harry Maguire WWE in the box to Azpilicueta. That is the most obvious penalty you've ever seen, but you said it the other way. You close your eyes because it benefited your team, Manchester United. So I got the point here, but why can't we just be honest with ourselves. Even if it benefits us, there's nothing wrong by saying, I would take 3 points, but the referee, gave us advantage. Or without the referee, we're not winning that game. Also, let's be honest enough to criticize our own team. And, and also the decision that benefits us, we have to be honest, and not just because City is the biggest rivalry in town and played against Chelsea, so let's now support Chelsea. So, Chelsea fans are going to love to hear that. That's what Chelsea fans want. So, in a certain way, we are playing again the same game that we just calling out on other people. We are playing the same game, if that makes sense, because we just talked about it's about the bread. It's about protecting your bread, which means it's about your own money or your own interest. But when you bring this kind of topic to the people, because that's what they want to hear, somehow you are trying also to get attention and get money. If that makes sense to anybody?
0-0, Chelsea are the better team. They get that penalty, they score it because Cole Palmer doesn't miss. They're 1-0 up, City are knackered, City are out. Michael Oliver's decision and the VAR completely changed the course of that game because of what? They don't want to follow the rules? It's not acceptable, and it's not the first time it's happened. We've seen an onside goal not given for Liverpool, which has probably cost them the title. There's been other decisions around handballs all season. Wolves should have another 10 points. The integrity of this season is gone, but what it is like, it's almost like we've got ourselves to blame here. Who is actually doing something about this?
Okay, so I got it. Chelsea deserve a penalty. Chelsea. It's going to make us happy as Chelsea fans. But he hasn't mentioned yet the decision that went for Manchester United. And did you call out on the referee when he goes for you? Think about it. Now, let's listen to him, what he's talking about, like what we should do, like bring a solution there.
And why aren't people doing anything about it? You get these ex-players who, they want all the follows on Twitter, they want to do their podcasts, but they don't want to do anything for the fans. They get their paycheck from Sky or TNT, they don't want to ruin that. They don't want to help the fans. Nobody is actually helping football or the fans at the moment, and it amazes me. It absolutely amazes me. This morning, I got up a little bit late because it's a cup semi-final, I've got stuff to do. I look around the papers, I look online, I look on YouTube. Nobody's doing a video like this, and it stands out.
No. I've been doing this for 5 years. Probably because I'm not bigger than you, but in my level, I always tell the truth. We always call out on people like, Anthony Taylor and all the corrupt referees. And when it comes to ex-players and pundits, they're doing their job. And they don't want to lose their job because they didn't respect the lines. And when it comes to referees in the Premier League, what do you expect? Those referees go to the Emirates, right? They go referee during the week. They go to Dubai and whatever, referee during the week and come referee in the Premier League on weekend. You know how much they are getting paid there? We heard all kind of stories over there. So the integrity is gone. The moment where the referee association allows referees from the Premier League to go to other countries and do the job over there, get the bag, and there is a conflict of interest here. If you go to Abu Dhabi to work there and you got thousand of dollars and you got houses and whatever offshore account you have, are you really going to be against Manchester City? Just think about it. Or if you go to Saudi, are you going to be against Newcastle United? Because they own Newcastle. Abu Dhabi owns Manchester City. And the referees are going to work in those countries every single week. They have unlimited amount of money flying in private jet. Integrity is gone. I'm not suggesting that there is corruption here, but something smells very, very fishy.
It's out like a sore thumb. And I hope more people do it, because we do need more of it. But when I'm looking around and no one's talking about the things that frustrate me, and I believe is frustrating you, I think everybody's on the gravy train of...
No. It's not only you, the champion of people. Everybody, many people are doing it. Probably they don't have the same influence as you have, because you can go on Sky, you can go on TalkSport, you are everywhere. You kind of a big name in the community, but it doesn't mean that nobody's talking about it. I was watching AFTV the other day. They were talking about the referees, but most of the time they emphasize what the referee did against their teams. They're not defending Chelsea or defending anybody, but I've seen other people also saying that no. Referees and the VAR in this country, they need to do something. Listen, the video is 17 minutes. If you want to watch the entire video, I'm going to leave the link in the description down below, because if I continue to, react word by word, my video is going to be 2 hours. So the most important is you have my point of view, and you can also leave your comment so we can make the community better.